Hello and welcome to another Gimmer plugin tutorial. This one is for CleverColors, and what this does is it basically makes things a lot easier when picking words or phrases and choosing which colors we want to associate with those. And so we know that the traditional way of doing this would be to go into an event, open a text box, and any text that you want to have a specific color, we'd use \C with the code inside there, and then we would reset it with 0, and everything after would be the default color. So what if we want to do something whereby phrases and words have their own colors, but we don't have to keep writing \C2 and \C3 every time we want to change the colors? So we can do that now with Gimmer CleverColors. What you have to do is download the plugin. It's in the description below, and add it to your plugin manager list. It has to be declared after the Gimmer core in order for this to work, so make sure you grab both plugins. Next off, you're going to want to switch the plugin on, and the first thing you have to do before you do anything else is open some kind of code editor, and we're going to have to just create a colors.json file. So just simply type into a empty script file 2 braces, like so, open and close. And then you're going to want to save this into your data folder. So I'll just find my data folder here, and it's going to be called colors. Click save, and that's all we actually have to do. Now I'll quickly just go through the parameters inside the plugin. So there are 2 different ways that we can use this. We can either go into the manual colors list, and we can associate words and phrases with each color. So if color 1 was blue, let's say, then everything that we type in here will be blue in the game. If 2 is orange, same goes, and this goes right the way through to 50. There are 32 colors supported by default in RPG Maker, but there are other plugins that can extend this. So the second method of doing this would be to use the actual JSON file that we just created. So choose which method you want. I personally prefer to use the data file just because it's a little bit more cleaner and easier to read, but the RPG Maker editor method is a little bit more user-friendly. So if we turn on that we want to use the data file, I'll show the data file method first. Go into my event here where the conversation happens. Right, so Harold right now is set to 1, which I think is blue in this example. Friday is set to 2, which is orange. Saturday is 2. Color City is 3. And then we've got To the North set to 4. So this is what you have to do in your JSON file. So you want to have to open your object like this, and we can start to create our colors and our phrases that go with those. So Harold would be the string, and then we'll add a colon and then 1, then comma, and then we'll have Friday, which is 2. All right. So I'm actually, to make it a little bit more readable, I'll separate these into colors, into color types. The reason I like using this code editor method is just things like we can set it to be alphabetical as well. So we could actually, once this was a lot bigger, so if we had quick, right, for example, we could actually highlight all of these and then do something like sort them by A to Z. So I've got it set to a hotkey right now. So you see that it just like rearranged everything. It just makes things a little bit cleaner. Once you save this file, we can go into our editor, and we actually don't need any of these codes anymore. So I'm going to go back into the plugin manager real quick, and I'm just going to actually disable the plugin. Okay, I'm just going to disable it. We'll turn it off, and we'll play the game just to show that these color codes work. So we'll walk down, and then we've got Harold in blue, Friday in orange, Saturday in orange, Color City in green, again, and then To the North is in blue. All right, and that ends the conversation. So now if I go back in, and I'm going to turn CleverColors on, I'm going to go into the plugin itself. I'll keep data file true. Now let's go into these text boxes and remove all of the codes. I'll probably speed the video up at this point. Okay, so now we've got completely stripped down text. If I hit OK, if I try and play the game, we'll go to new game and then we'll talk to our NPC. And there you go, we have colors now. So that's awesome. If I was to turn, let's suppose I turned the data file off. So we'll turn it off. OK. We'll talk, and you can see that we're back to white. We're back to the default. Okay, so if I go back into this into the plugin manager, I'll put data file on false. I'll go to the color list this time. So this is color 1. So inside 1, we're going to have Harold. Okay, if we go into 2, this is Friday and Saturday. Click OK. We'll click OK again. Go back and test our game. Let's make sure that the colors are being read from the parameters this time. And it seems to be working, which is awesome. Now, what if that first color city, we wanted that to be green, but when she responds, where's color city, we wanted that to be white again. What if we only want it to happen once? Well, we can do that very easily. If we go into our dialogue, let's say I'm happy for color city, the first case to be green, but the second case to be white. Well, I'll go into the second case, and just before she says color, put an exclamation mark before the word. Then press OK, and then we'll have a look again. Saturday, I'm going to color city. It's mentioned once, and then when she responds, color city is back to white again. Any other instance of color city will be green unless you put an exclamation mark in front of it. Finally, there are a couple of plugin commands that you can use. So if you want to add a color during the game, you can use this cc_add and then put the word or phrase inside 2 quotes, and then the color number that it's associated with, and you can also remove that too. So yeah, give the help file a read for more information. But that's it, and it's such a good plugin for speeding up development and not having to have so many text codes cluttering your event boxes. So yeah, if you have any comments about this plugin, please leave them below, and all the information that you need will be in the description for downloading the plugin and whatnot. And thanks for watching.